Aye. 2-7, what up? You are now rocking. With the biggest fish, the biggest. You already know what it is, man. WSSG. Don't forget the gang, bitch. Don't forget the gang, bitch. MooseMan is this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Move militant while I build my bases. Only thought fits on the gram, you see the feds building cases. Yo, bitch, don't post the kids, I don't wanna hear you say shit. Bitch, it's MooseMan and I'm about my paper. I don't speak on my ops, just rearrange his face. And it's sad nowadays, you can't even run a fade. Everybody so gangsta, but be all so fake. Got this Drake in my lap while I sip this drink. These rappers weenies, homies, can we just be frank? Started not even like 50s, only blue face Franks. You spent high school getting punked, we don't do those pranks. Cross 3 oceans, 50 rivers, and 100 lakes. Got an acquaintances banned from 100 banks. How these rappers pay a little money, jumping rank. Can we talk about these flavors real quick? Yeah. Don't talk to your bag open and the whole room stinks. Whole lot of pints while I'm soaring like a kite. I know you see 'em, look, don't touch these pieces belong in a museum. Yo, shit more folks than flea market. So much shit in my camp, I think I'm fucking at the cheese market. Like I ain't smoked all day, I just wanna spark it. Turn the scraper to a Tesla, made them auto park it. I got 3 LLCs, a million more ideas. If you ain't grow up broke, you never see how I see it. Even empires crumble. Look at the Romans, used to be broke, but not no more. That's my slogan. They wanna hear me talk like I'm Joe Rogan. They wanna hear me talk like I'm Joe Rogan.
What's good, y'all? We back. We back. We back. We back.
Used to be broke, but not no more. That's
We
my
back. We
slogan.
back.
They
We
wanna
back.
hear
Sorry,
me
you
talk
guys.
like
Sorry,
I'm
you
Joe
guys.
Rogan.
Dog, started a little early on Sundays. It'd be slow on content. I just did a whole podcast, you guys. I just did a whole pod. My bad. My bad. Oh shit.
I fought against giants, know that I'm not gonna win.
Oh shit. That probably was doubled up and sounded crazy. Sorry about that, you guys. Sorry about that.
Every day I wanna wake up to 100 bands. Until then I'm in the studio smoking 100 grams. And it's all top tier exotics. Look at my environment, bitch, I'm just a product.
What's good with y'all, man? You already know what it is. We back in the building. Just got done with a New Wave podcast. Go check that out after this. If you haven't, we just gonna do a little quick spin, and we're not gonna be on here too long. I will start going live earlier, though. I got y'all. I was supposed to do an early live and then a late live. The early live got pushed back. We ended up doing the podcast a little later than expected. So this live is later than expected, obviously, but we still going live, 2 lives in a day. I'm trying to give you all as much content as possible, but shout out to Keep It Peasy 909, Taj, BG, Shasta, Retro 2 times, Sev, Dragonite Wiener, Demio, Santismo, Shasta, Realist Out, 777, Swag Like Pino, Troy Chu, HP Unlimited, Denthead, Quick, HP Unlimited, Johnny Westside. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Tyler Goods, what's good with y'all? Germ Free K. Yo, Germ did try to beef with me. That's pretty crazy, right? You guys want to see what she said to me before I blocked her? I could probably email this too. And I don't want to beef with Germ. This is more funny to me. I didn't take it to heart. But let me find the text and I'll email it to myself and bring it up. Let's bring it up what Germ thinks of me. I think it was because I said something or I laughed at Adam saying that Lush's new girl was like a skinny Germ. Is that kind of mean? Yeah, but it's also like I don't feel bad because I was nice to Germ because I didn't know that she was whooping my homie's ass. If I knew that she was whooping my homie's ass, maybe I wouldn't have been as nice. You know, I'd still be polite and nice, but I probably wouldn't be as nice. But let's bring this up and see what Germ had to say about good old MooseMan. I'm a good guy, right? What's the problem with me? What did I do that's so bad? What did I do that's so bad, huh? What did I do? Okay, let's open this up. Close this. Got the Google Doc. Let's bring this over. So, she commented on a really old photo of mine. I guess she just wanted to make sure the message got seen. Keep my name out your mouth, Honduran Don Cheeto looking ass. I can give you the Lush treatment if you desire. That means you're gonna beat me up? Honestly, you way too obsessed and obese to be calling me anything. I'm sure me and Germ probably weigh the same. Last time you was in my face acting fake and being your musty self. Don't be acting like you shit when you a worker at No Jumper, bro. This is the highlight of your life and all downhill from here. I wasn't acting fake. I fucked with Germ. She seemed like she was pretty nice. She was polite to me. I was in her house, so I was polite and nice to her. Wouldn't say I'm musty. I would say from the look of you, I would say you have a much greater chance of being musty than I ever would. Don't be acting like you shit when you a worker at No Jumper, bro. Like, I love this statement because it's like highlighted by her running to No Jumper as soon as Adam called her up there so she could shit on Lush. So it's like everybody wants to go to No Jumper when it comes down to. Everybody loves to be like, you think you're hot shit because you're at No Jumper? You're just a fucking No Jumper host. Oh, No Jumper? That shit's lame. Oh, No Jumper? No Jumper? And then as soon as Adam reaches out, or anybody, Josh, anyone's like, hey, you want to come No Jumper? They fucking sprint. They sprint to the fucking mic. So shout out to Germ. I didn't respond. I just blocked her because it's like, obviously she's not happy with life. I hear her calling Lush every fucking day that I'm with Lush, and she's begging him to come back. So my life, I promise you, is going much better than yours. I promise you, I'm much happier just in general than you. I can't beef with somebody like that. It does nothing for me. I can't beef with a woman on the internet. That's crazy. Kyle Young was crying last night because he isn't in the No Jumper group chat. Shout out to the No Jumper group chat. She gonna key your car, bro. Be nice. I got no problem with Germ. Shout out to Germ. She gonna do her thing. Moose saved all the good topics for the solo stream. I was down to run all the topics. Ricky and Brody, they gotta wrap it up. Brody got work in the morning. Ricky don't like podding too late into the night. Real Bueller, shout out to you. Make a Sandwich, Chev, Tyler Goods, Moose OT. Shout out to everybody. Just like the stream, y'all. That's all I ask from y'all. Y'all ain't got to donate. Y'all ain't got to become members. Y'all ain't got to do nothing but subscribe and like the stream because that helps me out. Helps hit the algorithm and get it cracking. Shout out to Mikey, No Jumper. I'll see you tomorrow, brother, if you're going to be there. 916 is in the building. Shout out to Danzel Williams, 4370. Germ or Chunky Barbie for the fight. I got Chunky Barbie because I think she's bigger, right? She flirting gang. Oh God, please God, no. Oh no, I don't want none of that. What do we got on the docket? I don't got a ton of stuff, y'all. I'm gonna rock out with y'all for like an hour, head to bed. We got a long day tomorrow. Monday show, obviously, at 4 p.m. I think tomorrow's gonna be 4 p.m., but I'll let you guys know if anything changes. Monday show, me, Doughboy Adam 22, every Monday, 4 p.m. on No Jumper. And then it's going to be a regular occurrence where MooseMan runs a Fast Life 88. That's the real music, man. So after the Monday show at 4 p.m., we usually go 4 to 6:30, maybe 7 if we're really cooking. I'm going to do a post-Monday night show, post-Monday show. So tune into the after show. I'll be live tomorrow night. But yeah, I did the pod today. I'm going to rock out with y'all for a bit. Let's rock out with some topics that we didn't cover on the pod. And then we're going to get on out of here because it's Sunday and we all got to wake up early in the morning. You know what I mean? Moose and Ricky is the main characters that No Jumper and other hosts better catch up. Shout out to my boy Ricky. We both, I feel like, have done a lot of growth, a lot of growing since we entered the No Jumper universe. Yeah, were we kind of ass? Yeah. Are we still kind of ass? Yeah, but we're growing in the space. Adam's, what I'm saying, investing early. We're like Adele stock in 2002 or something like that. We're going to go to the moon one of these days. You just got to rock out with us for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's rocking with us. Moose, Dragonite Blood is on bullshit. Kyle is not saying the things he says he does. I definitely didn't think so, but it is fun to just make fun of Kyle sometimes. But I fuck with Kyle. Shout out to Moose. Keep doing your thing. 805 Grover City in the house. Where is Grover City? What is Grover City? What do you say? 805 Grover City. 805 Grover City. Grover Beach. What's Grover Beach, California? Where's that? Maps. That's like over there. Okay. Okay, this is by what? Okay. I didn't know this was over here. Santa Maria. Los Ranchos. Templeton. Harmony. Okay. I had no idea that this place existed. Shout out to you. Moose and Double R, you folks have grown in your own craft. Shout out to you, Grovers. W Kyle, have you met House Phone? I'd never met House Phone, but I saw him speaking on me one time, and he was like, Moose seems like a cool dude. Like, he seemed like he just want to pod and shit. That was the one time I think he spoke on me. He didn't hate on me, so I can't hate on him. I'm afraid Kyle may address you with Blick. Be careful. Yeah, they're the more likely thing than like a shooting happened at No Jumper because of gang related things is Kyle going postal and killing us all. I could see that. Drake Sinatra said, "I love Moose, but he needs to quit trying to be the face of a race that isn't his. It isn't gonna get you likes, bro. It's gonna get your ass whooped." I just speak the truth, brother. If the truth is the truth can never be considered disrespect. The wise man once said. And if people are saying untrue things, what am I supposed to do? Let it rock out because I'm not black? If someone said something about Asian people that I knew wasn't true and they're pushing certain propaganda, I would push against that. If someone says some shit about Filipinos, even if somebody says something about white people, just because you're not some race doesn't mean that you can't correct wrong information. And you guys should stop thinking within the binds of race. Like, you could never speak up. Like, black people wouldn't, never have rights if nobody ever spoke up to stand beside them and be like, this shit is wrong. Those were a lot of non-black people also fighting alongside those black people. Same with Mexicans. Same with women. I'm not a woman. I want women to have rights. I want women's history to be told right. And I don't want it to be skewed in weird propagandist ways, and I think that's fair. But shout out to y'all. Kyle's not doing that. Stop it. I'm just kidding. Kyle's not going to shoot up the office. I'm just kidding. Don't put too many hashtags. If one is flag your channel, will get shadow banned. That's what I've been hearing. But shit, the views been going crazy. And I've been putting the tags. But I'll try to do like two to three relevant tags because people have been saying that. I'll do that for the next live. And we'll see if it helps anything or takes away anything. We'll see. But appreciate you on a lonely mission 2318. I appreciate you for that info because I don't want to get shadow banned. Moose got the N-word pass. No, sir. The back-to-back streams, you know what it is. I'm going to rock out with y'all for a cool little 45, 50 minutes. No violence will prosper against him. We American N-words. Shasta said, about time. Quick said, W Moose for standing on business with people and their bullshit racist prejudices. Drinks and Astro said, we only want to see you on No Jumper, bro. Your personal page is trash as fuck. The angle is fuck. You have your shit set up like you want to be Flacco. I've been streaming before Flacco ever even went live. When Flacco was still fucking with Dr. Umar, I was streaming on Twitch. You guys can go look it up. What is my Twitch name? Or no, the VODs, I guess, are gone because Twitch only holds shit for like, 3 months they hold the VODs. But yeah, I've been streaming since 2017. Drink Sinatra says my page is trash. Well, tell me why out of all the new hosts, I get, pretty much on par with about the same amount of views as the most popular hosts on their own personal channel. When people go live, they're getting around 200. Guess what? We hit 200 live viewers last night. We hit 180 on the pod today. Seems like a lot of people disagree with Drink Sinatra, and I see you in the comments popping it, talking shit about me. So it's like, bro, why would I ever listen to you? Why would I ever listen to some random on the internet? And I'm pretty sure you have a Bored Ape picture. You're a bozo, respectfully. Shout out to you, though. Moose, what do you think about Bernie Sanders? Do you think he could win an election against Vance or Rubio? Way too old at this point. I think it's cooked. I think it's kind of cooked. I'm not going to lie. I fuck with Bernie. I fuck with his policies. Some things are a little too much socialistic kind of type of things, but I fool with a Bernie in terms of, in general, I'm supporting Bernie all day long. In a primary versus JD Vance, the last time we lost is because Joe Biden looked senile and he made the Dems look bad. I wouldn't want to put like a fucking 70 plus guy back on the ticket for them to just attack Bernie and say, look at him stumble over his words. He's senile. Even though Trump is like the most senile president we've ever had. I'd rather have Biden's dead body than Trump, Moose. Nah, Moose doing his thing. Are you not watching his live viewers go up? Shout out to you, Quick. Quick's always good energy. Dragon Eye Blood said, Quick is a beach. Don't talk about Quick like that, Dragon Eye Blood. You could talk about anybody else. Quick don't hurt nobody. He just help people. Quick helps people out the goodness of his heart. And we're not going to tolerate any Quick slander in the chat. Would you let Kyle throw a water bottle at your head? We need answers. No, I wouldn't. Kyle's tried to be on his little tough shit before, and we just potted out. You know, we're two reasonable guys. More views than Lush. If Lush was consistent, obviously he would blow me out the water. But I think I can be more consistent than Lush. But, you know, I love Lush. Lush and the whole crew, Ugly Ass Boy ENT, are actually going to be coming here soon. I got a few extra mics sitting around, laying around. We're going to have the whole Ugly Ass Boy squad here on a Moose stream in the near future. Be on the lookout. We're going to start having some guests in the building, y'all. So just be on the lookout. Ricky gonna vote for Kamala. I don't want to see Kamala and AOC run. I'd rather see AOC run with someone else if she was gonna run. But the Kamala AOC ticket is not one I'm super excited for. I'm not gonna lie. Not just because they're women, just because Kamala's name in the party and name in terms of the main stage of politics does seem like she wasn't a formidable opponent for Trump. Which, you know, she didn't get a fair shake because she had a short campaign. Trump had been campaigning for 10 years. Kamala didn't really stand a chance, and she still did well. But I think on the main stage of politics, Kamala is looked at as probably she doesn't have enough to get over the hump of the propaganda machine that is the right wing. And we need someone a little more savvy and someone who comes off to the public a little better, because Kamala, even if she is genuine, sometimes comes off disingenuine and pandery and shit like that. And the left gotta stop pandering and just, you know, have good policies and good platforms. Is the Dragonite dudes all the same person? I wish it was, but no. The Dragonite Wiener is definitely not Dragonite Crip. Shout out to the big Norte Moose. I'm not a Norte. Can you explain the tattoo behind your ear? Me and my bae got the same tattoo behind our ears, so that's what it is. Hunter Biden for president. You know what? Fuck it, run Hunter. You know, they'll call him a crackhead, but hey, Trump has a lot of crazy stuff about him. What about Congressman Brandon Herrera? Brandon Herrera is a pretty base. I fool with him. Holland Steppen, shout out to you, man. If y'all need any shoes, look up Holland Steppen on IG. He be having all the kicks. And this isn't an ad. He did not pay me to say that. Are we finna get long hair OGZ moose hair back right now? I've been letting it grow out. I was gonna go bald for my boxing match. What do you guys think of that? Well, I look crazy if I was bald. I was scared that if I shaved my head bald, that it wouldn't grow back. So let's see. Is that a thing? If I shave my head bald, can it not grow back? Yes, your hair will grow back after you shave your head. Shaving only cuts the hair above the skin, does not hurt your hair roots underneath. Roots stay safe. Hair grows from tiny pockets under your skin called follicles. A razor cannot reach or damage these deep roots. Shaving does not change how fast, how thick, or what color your hair grows. When hair grows back, okay, I know what stubble is. Okay. Medical reasons. Hair may not grow back if a person has severe medical conditions that destroys the hair follicles, or if they have undergone specific treatments like radiation to the head. Natural balding. If you already suffer from male or female pattern baldness, shaving will not stop that process. Your hair will grow back the same way, thin or receding as it was before you shaved. Cold game. Yeah, but maybe, you know, if I get a boxing match, then maybe I'll shave my head bald. We'll see. How's the nightlife in LA compared to Sac? I mean, obviously, it's like fucking times 1,000. Sac is really K Street downtown, a bunch of knocks, fucking lowbrow and shit like that. It was always a bunch of losers that go out in Sac. I never fucked with that shit, but I don't fuck with it in LA either because I don't drink. I don't smoke now. There's no reason for me to be out at the club or the bar with a bunch of drunk fools just chilling like that. It just ain't me. That just ain't my vibe. I'm here to vibe out with the chat, go live with the chat, do our thing. Check out Pismo Beach, brother. Grover Beach is right next. Okay, I've been to Pismo. I didn't know that. That Grover is right next to Pismo. I've definitely been to Pismo Beach. I think you're too big and too young for Kyle. You will be a problem for him. Not a good matchup. You take advantage of him. Me and Kyle could box. That would be a great content. That'd be hilarious. Would it be kind of awk if you drop the Lush stock now because you see him all the time? No, not at all. Not at all. Let me see. Can I find this and play it for you guys, maybe? Let me see. Lush stock.
100%. That's crazy.
Shout out to Goon City TV. Pretty crazy name to have, but shout out to you, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. Remember when goon used to mean like a dude that like robbed people and stuff, like Plies? You know, he used to always like reference himself as a goon, and now it's like you jack off a ton. Isn't that fucking crazy? They just stole our shit. That's pretty messed up. Let me share this project. Copy link. I wonder if I could just send this and open the link and it will play. Let's see. I'm trying to email the Lush doc, part of the Lush doc, to myself. Doc. Let me open this up. Send this. Sent the link. Let me open this up. We could watch. This isn't all of it because I think another piece is on. Like I did like chunks, but this is like was part of the intro for show. Let me bring this up and we could check it out. Would you guys be interested in Lush doc still or no? Anybody but Gavin Newsom. I think Gavin Newsom, you know, as much as I get flack for this, Gavin Newsom would be a better choice than like a Kamala because he debates better. But I know that they would weaponize how bad California has fallen under him and skew that and definitely run a crazy propaganda campaign against Gavin. So that's definitely a negative. Trump lives rent-free in your head, Moose. I mean, he's our president. Isn't that kind of, doesn't every president live rent-free in our heads because they're in the news like for at least 4 years? That's kind of how it works. Quick, Dragonite Blood, I'll time you out like the hoe you are. W future guest. Shasta, you'll look like a Screezy if you shave it. Okay. All Britney Spears edition. Mod me up. Love Bro always tapped in the 1 to 3 a.m. streams. Twin. Shout out to you. Bald Moose would go crazy. You look like a true Norte if you shave it off. Shout out to Quick. Shave your head bald. Been gone. My N-word Moose. Shout out to Ben Gone. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. My boy. My guy, shout out to Ben Gone. I'm at work. I'm going to get fired. Lush doc, alcohol for the ups, perks for the downs. I only hear females use the R's like that. Do you have smooth head, though? Or do you got a bumpy head? I've never shaved my head. I hope I don't have a bumpy head. I don't feel any bumps. Kyle Gang, X Moose Gang unit. Yeah, shout out to Kyle. If we unite, we'll be the strongest. Yes, goon used to mean you was a problem on the streets. Now it mean you a problem on these keyboards. High doors, more powerful together than going each other. I agree. Yeah, Lush doc make it professional though. Very interested in the Lush doc. How is California bad compared to the rest of the country? And those Republican states are horrible. Tell me about it, brother. Tell me about it, brother. Random question. Would you travel for vlogs like different states? I was literally, that's so crazy you said that. I don't know what we were talking about on the pod, but just from like, you know, shout out to Remo dropping $100. Shout out to Remo dropping $100 donation on the New Wave podcast that we just did. Shout out big time to Remo for that. That was insane. But it just made me think, okay, I'm going to be making more money from YouTube. If I get to, you know, I saw what like Aunt Hefe was making when he had around what 20,000 subs. I don't know how many subs he has now, but when he showed me, it was like 20 something thousand. The amount he was making, I'm like, I could definitely, if I was making that amount, cover all my bills and use a bunch. I mean, not a bunch, a chunk of that money and like travel to other states, go to cities, do fucking vlogs with people. So absolutely. My goal is to try to make, you know, at least a rack this month off of YouTube. If I make a rack off of YouTube, it's going to be my best month ever and it's going to be a success. So that's the goal. We're going to keep grinding, you guys. Keep doing our thing. Jimmy Neutron head ass for sure. Jimmy Neutron. My homie's got blasted food. Young fucking an OG. I'm crying. Are SoCal dudes clueless with weed compared to the NorCal weed culture? I wouldn't say clueless, but I would say a little delusional in terms of, obviously I know there's fire getting grown everywhere, but they love to cape as if like NorCal isn't the hub still, which, you know, I'm gonna be biased on that, so I don't want to even get in that argument, but we know the truth. I wish it was a lie. Damn, rest in peace to the homies if something happened to them. Do a vlog with Chunky Barbie. Yo, will Chunky Barbie let me come to the hood? $5 toward the rack. Shout out to Dago Dog. You know what I'm saying? Any type of money that I get from YouTube, I will be putting it back into YouTube, giving y'all good content. I just want to grind super hard, go crazy, and do our thing. You know what I'm saying? Open CapCut. shared link won't open on. Okay, this Lush link is not working. We need to like download this somehow. Downloading one item. Okay, when that's downloaded, I'll email the video to myself and we'll check out what I have of the Lush doc. Is Germ in the Lush doc? She is gonna be in the Lush doc. I hadn't gotten to that part because we got a whole marriage. We got all kinds of stuff. We got other women that are gonna be included in the Lush doc. We got all kinds of stuff. Fool, look up some dumbass show or something. What's your favorite casino in the Sac area? I guess the only casino, I mean, it's, what is it? What's that one in Elk Grove? The casino in Elk Grove now. Sky River. So Sky River got built, but for the longest, the closest ones was like, was Fasholi, like, what is it? Jackson Rancheria, Red Hawk. But I'm not a gambling type of dude. I'm a boring dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a gambler either, you know. I guess I'm just a boring ass fool. Why is this not downloading? Is this come on, man. Come on. I'm trying to show my guys the fucking Lush doc. Come on. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hopefully that downloads. Moose, you a liberal power bottom. You know what? I'd rather be a power bottom than just a regular bottom, I guess. What's a normal day in the life of MooseMan? So tomorrow I'm gonna wake up, take Bay to work, come home, maybe make some breakfast, work out. Don't have the news tomorrow, so I'm gonna make the docket for the Monday show since I do most of the topics for the Monday show. Create the docket, start doing research on topics, put together some topics on the docket. Then at that point, I'll probably play some video games, play NCAA, my Dynasty game. Then it will be about time for the Monday show. I'll go to the Monday show. I'll drink an El Jefe because they just gave me a case of El Jefes. So I'll drink an energy drink, go do the show, come home, still pretty wired, do an after show on Monday, go live with y'all, chop it up, do some more topics with you guys, get off live, lay in my bed, eat a bunch of edibles, and play video games or watch a podcast till I fall asleep, and repeat that same thing pretty much every fucking day. You know, that's all. Wait a second. Is that my N-word trippy? Do you have a second job or do you only do No Jumper? From what Lush said he makes, y'all don't make that much, or are you doing it for the potential fame? I make plenty. I mean, I don't make a ton of money. MooseMan 916-SAC is such a crazy name. You just got everything in one. T-Row can't ban nothing but these nuts. That's crazy. I don't even know what you're referencing. We hear the whole way. Shout out to Ben Gone. But no, I don't have a second job. I just do No Jumper. And then obviously I'm running up my own channel so we can make a little more bread from our own channel. But music, man. You know what I'm saying? I live in an apartment. I just got a new car, a little 2025. So, you know, life's good. I'm not rich by any means, but I ain't struggling. I do whatever I want. I go and eat at restaurants whenever I want. And we just in grind mode, so I don't have to do all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, we chilling at the beach, we going swimming, I'm going to the gym, we working out, I'm paying for the boxing gym. You know, everything gets taken care of. Can I make more money? Of course. But we come from the slums, my boy. If anybody knows, anybody in the chat ever been broke before, I was working a shitty ass job in Sacramento. I hated it. I made good money, you know, probably more money than I do now. I am 100 times more happy now making less money doing what I love as a job than I would in Sacramento pushing pills, loading up people with fucking oxys and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is great. Life is amazing. Don't get it twisted, y'all. I love it. Have you ever said, shut your bitch ass up? No, I haven't. But shout out to 2K Monos. I'm going to take your catalytic converter, Moose. I put the little metal thing and welded it on there. So get it cracking. Is Apollo shadow banned for being mentioned at No Jumper? No, not at all. Not at all. I think they just haven't been really in the news a ton lately. I fuck with Apollo heavy. Shout out to Keem. Shout out to Tiny. Shout out to MacWop. Shout out to TF. Shout out to John. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Izzy. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, everybody. You know what I'm saying? The boxing homie. I'm sorry that I'm fucking leaving out bro's name. What's the boxing homie that be over there? I fuck with him too, and I be talking to him sometimes. His name's just slipping my mind. I was just watching a story today. To MooseMan, when you interview Bozo, ask him about ICE and Iran since he's a Trumper. Okay, I didn't know that, but I got you. W Moose living off podcast. That's a life I bet people would die for. Yeah, I love it, man. I don't have enough to pay for the box. I'll be honest. I don't have $2,500 for the box, but maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll get there. Ricky's daddy's paying his bills. Damn, why are you all in this business? You paid $2,500 for the boxing gym. That's a great joke. I'm not gonna lie. It's only about $50 a month. How can I give a wrench to myself? I'm not giving you a wrench so you can impersonate me. Man makes the money, money don't make the man. Ooh, that's a good one. And I got just a video that I actually, said that back in the day.
Don't have to go
What
grab
the
the
fuck? I was watching a little Joe Budden before I hopped on here with you guys, watching the new episode. I've been watching Joe Budden for the past couple months, maybe just month. I stopped watching literally when Rory and Maul left, so it's been what, 7 years? I didn't know it was that fucking long. But yeah, I've been watching the Joe Budden podcast lately. I feel like it's helping me with like podcast etiquette, how their dynamic is and stuff like that. For surely. Check this out. Finish other people's sentences? I definitely do. I need to work on that. I'll be honest. I gotta work on that. Moose, you think you and Lush could have saved the pop-up with your podcasting skills? Yes.
I don't need the money need me.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to hear. What did I say? I already forgot what I said. I don't need the money need me. Never forget that, you guys.
Money need me. I don't need the 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 money need me. Oh, lose Chris like a brand new team.
So never forget that, you guys. Never forget. What? Never forget. Bro, don't hit me with the Norte allegations, you guys. Don't hit me. Big Trippy, did you guys go to the event? I didn't because Lush flaked on me, bro. I was trying to pull up with Lush. Lush was telling me he wanted to pull up with him and his homies. By the time they hit me, I had already fucking taken a nap and was waiting. It was like 7, 8 o'clock. They were still lagging. I'm like, fuck it, bro. I'm not going. I'm just go live. But shout out to Trippy, bro. Trippy always hits me with all the fucking events, all the fire ass events he invites me to, gets me in, makes sure I'm good, rocks with me, all that type of shit. What's up with Adam's search history on the No Jumper Reddit? Kind of crazy. Yeah, what did he say? He said he Googled if I'm not supposed to get a boner for the next week, is there a medication I could take to like keep my dick soft? Something crazy. Juice and Locked met up with American Cholo. Are you guys gonna meet up eventually? I want to fucking debate American Cholo, but I know he's kind of like changed tune on the Trump stuff because of all the backlash that he's faced. So I don't think he's going to stand too hard on like the Trump line, and it probably wouldn't be as entertaining as it should be. Shout out to DJ Pass 345 for the subscription. Also, Arturo Medina.
That's that real music, man.
Shout out to the basic guys. Snap Gotti 916, Dago Dog. Shout out to you for the $5 earlier. Shout out to Goon City TV. Shout out to everybody that's been subbing up, going crazy, turning up. What's up with Adam Muso T? Why they rock that haircut in NorCal? I rocked it because this was my favorite football player growing up. I was a defensive end, defensive tackle type of dude. I'm a Vikings fan. Part of the reason I was a Vikings fan is because of this gentleman right here. And why I had a mullet, even though everybody says it's because I was a Norte. The real reason was my favorite defensive player of all time was my boy, Jared Allen. Jared Allen of the Minnesota Vikings was number 69. I was also number 69 in high school because of him. And I rocked out. I had this shirt that he's wearing right here. I had that shirt of him doing a sack celebration. He was the sack leader. What year was that? Probably 2011. 2012. Jared Allen led the league in sacks. He's on the all-time sack record list. Jared Allen was my idol, so I got a mullet, and it ended up turning into a kind of Norte mullet, I'll be honest. But the original inspiration was that. Pull up with that haircut to Hater World. That'd be hilarious. Definitely not OT. And I rap better than Tyga and T-Rail. I rap better than Tyga and T-Rail. I'll stand by that. Shout out to MooseMan in the chat. Real Bueller said he flowing. Pull up with that haircut on Hater World. That would be funny. I need the money, not gonna lie. Shout out to HP Unlimited. Big Trippy, you had the good hair. Are Adam and Joe ops? Who are Joe? Oh, no, they're not ops. Maybe not friends, but not ops. 2,500 for the box. This song smells. Okay, that's why I stopped rapping, you guys. Don't be so fucking mean, okay? We don't smoke the same. Shout out to Trippy. We don't smoke the same. E-Zone. All those guys are great guys, and they have a great podcast. Chicano Tube is a leva. Well, Chicano Tube was hating on me. Then I forget what I did. I think I argued with Adam or something. Then he gave me credit, and then he came back in my comments and was hating on me again. So I just started ignoring him. I couldn't take him serious. Same team. We don't smoke the same. You already know what it is. Did you talk to Juan to cool it down and just focus on podcasting? Yeah, in a way I did. Just kind of just like, bro, I feel like we're kind of stooping down to this like street shit. You're a businessman. You have a large platform. You own it. We do got to move in a certain way. But he knows that. He was just on some man shit. You feel me? He was on some man shit. My side is fucked. I want to drink. I can't. Big Norte Moose Fu. Go to school, take some communication classes, and get a professional job. I like podcasting, brother. I love the podcast, Alan Torres 345. But if it all goes wrong and Moose just falls the fuck off, everybody hates me. Yeah, I'll probably go back to college, get a little degree, and just work. You know what I'm saying? Moose was definitely linebacker. I was an offensive guard, a right guard, and a defensive lineman, D-end. You know, I played both sides of the ball, pause. I played both ways, you may say. Drew Brees era, absolutely. Drew Brees and the Saints knocked the Vikings out of the playoffs in 2009 and broke my heart. I was at my girlfriend's house my freshman year of high school. Watched that game. She was Asian. Her Asian dad was rooting for the Saints. I stormed out of the house when they lost and had to be talked back to the home. I was so sad. Bobby Hill, yo, nah, that's not even the same haircut. You know why you had that haircut in SAC. Don't start. I'm not from 63rd. My N-word pause. 69 sack leader, you freaked out. I'm sorry, it's just what it is. They would have put a gang label on you so bad just to have a reason to attack you. They don't understand being cool and smooth is more priority up here. Yeah, I was never gang banging. I hung out with Norte homies because there's a bunch of Nortes in Sacramento. I went to San Brennan Middle School, right off of fucking, Fruit Ridge and fucking Freeport, right down the street. And there was a lot of Nortes, a lot of Bloods that went to that school in middle school. I hung out with them, but then I would go home and play World of Warcraft. I've always kind of been myself, been a little different, not really fallen into a certain mold that most guys follow. I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. That's why I never wanted to gangbang. Max Crosby, modern day Jared Allen. Facts. Great comparison. Kenny, go get me and Moose some In-N-Out. In-N-Out last night. But you know what I've been doing at In-N-Out? Drop y'all In-N-Out orders in the chat right now, expeditiously. Drop your fucking In-N-Out orders right now so I know if you guys are valid or not. Let me know what you get at In-N-Out. 69, huh? Yeah, should I bring up a pic of me? 69, with the number 69 on my football jersey? Moose, you're doing a great job, bro. Keep grinding. Shout out to Reg661. I love the positive chatters. You guys are the best. You guys are rare. I'm a low-key start rocking a shag. You claimed you to bring Lush. I'm not sure what that means. All 32 works at the Subway on Broadway and 6. Moose, let's get your opinion. Is Rich Rabbit wrong for taking advantage of Thump's sister's trauma? Yes. Would I do that? No. But do I think if Thumps found that out about Rich Rabbit, would he also weaponize that? Yes, I do believe that. If it didn't happen to Thump's family and it happened to Rich Rabbit's family, I believe that Thumps would probably weaponize that. And so it's like kind of like when it comes to the gang member, like North versus South, it's all gloves are off. I can't criticize gang members, how they diss each other. That's their prerogative. Did he get a kind of a W just in terms of the interaction? Yes, on the live when Thumps called in, but when Rich Rabbit called in a No Paperwork podcast, they got a W on No Paperwork Podcast. I would say so. So whoever's calling in is taking the L. I would just stop calling in and just kind of keep sending shots on the internet, I guess. We need that Moose and Gunners Collective interview. A Gunners Collective is like the dude, I don't want to speak out of turn, but he doesn't associate with gang members, but he like kind of makes like gang videos, right? Kind of like who was the dude that Adam interviewed, like the North Day Dropout dude. He kind of is like that. I don't want to disrespect him if it's not that deep, but that's what I heard. Food community and hater world, only Rasa platforms left in YouTube, Yarda, at least that have physical studios. Yeah, that's crazy that Lucky lost his studio. Like the stream. Shout out to the Hearts Collide. Yes, please like the stream. Pino hating on me. Did you talk to Juan? Okay, you guys told. I already talked about that. I don't know them personally, but they took time to write back. MooseMan, if you go back to school, major in STEM degree, their online engineering school. Isn't STEM science, bro? I was horrible at science. I was terrible. I was bad at math. I was even worse at science. It felt like in chemistry, they was speaking another language. Now you're talking my language. Like that was the opposite of that. I felt like they were speaking Korean to me. So I gotta go be a lawyer or something. I gotta be an English major. Anything where I don't have to do math and science, sign me up, bro. I could write a fucking essay out my ass. I could fucking tell you about history, math, science. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Fool, you could apply the knowledge you learned there to this. They got broadcasting classes and CCs. I don't think I need a broadcasting class because look, just off the strength of dumbass Moose, you know, Sac City fucking community college dropout. I made it to No Jumper as a broadcaster. I'm more lit than fools that went to fucking journalism school. We outside, baby. But I'm sure I could learn a thing or two. Let me not be arrogant. You know, I'll listen to you, Alan Torres. You're right. Moose, if you ever fall off, you can come live in the sober living with me. I mean, I'm already sober. I think I could fit in. You regretted hanging with them, huh? Okay. Protein style. Chopped chilies, aka fucking banana peppers. Yeah, banana peppers. Shout out to banana peppers. Okay, valid. Who are you boxing right now? Moose, you need to try Tommy's Burger. In Sacramento, we got something called Willie's, and I think Willie is Tommy's brother. Like, no cap. It's the same exact restaurant, but in Sacramento, and it's called Willie's. It's on Broadway. It stays open hella late. And everyone's always told me that Willie's is the same as Tommy's. Willie's stays open hella late, and fools be up there beefing and shit. But pretty solid chili cheese fries. I would risk my life for it. If I was at In-N-Out and someone tried to shoot it up, I would have bounced out Draco, his dumbass, with a quickness. Oh, we know. We know. 3x3 protein style mustard fried, both fried and raw onions with pepper. Okay, long ass order. Double with fries. Ashley Dawson with the basic order. Valid. Double grilled onions, mustard fried patties. What is up with the mustard fried shit? Shout out to Mustard Fried. Me versus Moose. I'll box Kenny, but I heard Kenny used to box, so I need some more training before I get in there and he knocks me out. Someone said you're the Mexican Poetic Flaco. I don't know, though, bro, because Flaco's stench is on a different level. And I don't pay $2,500 for the box. I never done that, so I guess I can't be him. 7 hamburger patties, 3 fries, 1 plain burger with chopped grilled onions, no cheese, only meat and bun. You're disgusting. Renegade Media, that's who I was thinking of. Absolutely. Moose Burn Lucky Studio. No, I would never do that. If Droops wasn't there, yes, I would. No, I'm just kidding. I would never. But Droops is there. I would never do nothing to affect Droops negatively or his ability to podcast and broadcast. I fuck with Droops heavy, so don't put that on me. When and where does Joe Budden stream so I can spam that they need to get you on there? I never got into Joe's content. I think it's all pre-recorded. I don't think they go live. Maybe Patreon, you could catch a live. But I'm going to have to get my name up, my cloud up, and get it cracking before I ever get on there. Shout out Kenny. Join the stream, Kenny. Yeah, Kenny, if you want to get in the Discord, I'll hop in Discord and chop it up. Flaco is kicking Lucky while he down bad, but he wouldn't do it if he was in LA area. I mean, yeah, it's just like Lucky does say some racist shit sometimes, so I get it. I get it. You know, if you're gonna get on fucking Lucky's ass about saying some racist shit, it's like I'm not gonna defend him. Do I think he's saying it with Kenny malice in his heart? No, I think he's trying to make jokes and it's coming off cringe. But obviously Flaco has no soul. He's going to do whatever he needs to do to try to grift and make himself look good and make somebody else look bad. Lucky's just the new victim. But I think he's running into a pretty good foe in Lucky. where Lucky's gonna fight back, and he does have an army of subscribers just like Flacco does to combat it. It's not just some random Mexican fool on the internet. Lucky is a huge YouTuber, no cap. Lawyer Moose, I see it. You love to argue with people. Yeah, math and science are difficult, but they offer the best careers. There's online resources to help now, not like in my time in mid 2000s. True. Say it with me, Moose. Norteño, not norte. Yeah, I'm sorry, norteño. Do they not like when you call them nortes? My bad. I never thought that was wrong. All jokes aside, you need Jesus. Lucky was cooking meth. He left the stove on, so it caught on fire. I heard that it was some homeless shit. Like homeless people were starting up a fire, and it spread to Lucky's studio. That's what I heard. But obviously, I should probably stop talking about what I heard because Hater World's going to make another fucking video on it. Kenny Malice sold me a beat for $2,500 and forced me to leave it with the tag on. That's crazy. You, a CC dropout, a community college dropout, and Rick Lee, a Berkeley undergraduate, worked the same job. Welcome to America. Facts. That's the American dream if I've ever heard it. Run it, been gone. LAUSD teacher starting at 80K, and you would be good at that. No way, that much? Damn, throw me in there. I'm gonna be a substitute. Kenny didn't even give me some box after I flashed the 2,500. The fuck is Willie's? Willie, Tommy sounds like brothers. Moose Zempic, 3x3 protein, no sauce, plus the extra large Coke, light ice. Extra large Coke, bro. I didn't know they had extra large drinks. I get a large pink lemonade when I get in that joint. I love their pink lemonade. And lately, I ain't been getting a burger. I go Flying Dutchman me with the grilled onions on that joint. 2 patties with cheese with the grilled onions. No bun, no sides, no nothing. Give me an animal fry. Throw the Flying Dutchman on top of the animal fry. Get another spread. Put the spread on top. Break up the Flying Dutchman and then eat it like, you know, it's like it's some asada fries or some shit. That's what I've been doing lately. Is that fat ass shit? Yes. But technically, I'm not even eating a real burger with the buns or nothing, just fries and patties. That has to be a little more healthy, right? He paid $2,500 for the box. I don't know what mustard fried means. I hear hella people saying that, but does it taste like mustard? I don't like mustard that much. Why is Whack 100 so freaky? Point and Shoot dropped 3 months of Whack talking about Transformers. I saw that too. I don't know. I think maybe he was just trying to be like edgy, like be on the forefront of like, you know, the gay media and taking advantage of that bag with LGBTQ qualities being accepted more. I don't know what that was about. Essay good with essays. The essays good with essays is crazy. Renegade Media is my favorite Norte. I don't think he could be called a Norte no more, right? Joe Budden's show is for people over 35. I'm 31 and I like Joe Budden. Renegade Media is a real N-word, no lie. Why do you say that? Aren't you supposed to hate him? Get cracking and come cack. Okay. On my way home, shout out to Kenny. Yeah, let me know if I'm still alive. Hop up in here. Joe Budden needs some non-political correct shit, and then I'll watch it. You feel like he's too politically correct? Lucky a racist. Okay. My name is Frederick Jala Menyongo Tokpa. Flacco never addressed Adam saying chimping out. I mean, I addressed it. But everybody says, Moose, you're not black. Stop speaking up for black people. I speak up for injustice. Across the board, everywhere. It's Battle of the Pussy Buyers, War of the Johns. Hey, fool, the Tintos be, I don't know if you guys are dissing people or not. Be racist as fuck with you guys, and the blank don't pump their brakes. If anything, they encourage it by laughing and egging them on. I don't know what Tintos is. Is that a slur? The most I'll pay for box is $50 and a shout out. Real question is who will spend more money for the box, Lucky or Flacco? I forgot Lucky was buying box and he ran off on the box, right? So at least Lucky's trying to find a deal, a bargain. He's not being taken advantage of. He's even running off on bitches and not paying after he hits. I would rather take Lucky. We don't really care if they say Norte and they're black homies, but definitely prefer Norteño. Okay, I'll say Norteño. My brother's in prison. They still care about Norteño shit. Yo, Alan, no racist terms. Do that again. You're going bye-bye. Okay, yeah, it was racist. Okay. Sorry, guys. Joe Budden seems fire because they got Danny from the Stop. What do you think about Danny from the Stop? Bro does the science better than anyone else. Wish we had a Danny from the Stop for no jumper. I never been a big fan of Danny from the Stop, and then when me and Ricky got on the pod, Danny from the Stop kind of made like a Calm Down Pat. Shout out to Calm Down Pat. Love y'all.
That's that real music, man.
Appreciate you. But when me and like the first host competition happened and people started working there, Danny from the Stop was very critical of us and being pretty much saying we're ass. Specifically, Ricky, me, any of the new hosts were ass. So it's Danny from the Stop K, you know, that fucking bozo. Kenny Malice sold my grandma with dementia a beat and then gave it to Setio from the East for free. I saw a clip of Lucky saying that the firefighter knows or think it started by cigarette. I guess at some stairs or some shit. He said, has he said something else since then? I didn't hear anything from Lucky. I just heard that that's what people said. I just heard that's what people said. Stop capping, Moose. You be at Golden Corral eating all you can eat buffet. I used to do that when I was in high school. Freshman year, I played freshman football. Sophomore year, I played varsity. I was about 220 my freshman year of high school. Sophomore year, I went from 220 in one summer to about 260. Muscle, but mostly fat, let's be real. Because I was scared I was too skinny to play like offensive and defensive line. So I packed on the pounds, and one of our favorite things was the whole football squad would go to Golden Corral. Like 2 people would pay on my soul. Like 2 people would pay. And then as we were paying, the homies would get on their hands and knees and crawl behind us. And then we'd start walking and they'd stand up with us as we got to the end. And then they just grab a plate. We used to sneak so many people into Golden Corral, like 10 of the homies, and like 5 of us would pay. And we'd like swap off who pays, who's sneaking in today. But Golden Corral was getting fucked up, on God. The one in Elk Grove. 3x3 doggy style. Black people sit this one out. Moose got it. That's, hey, black people, I got y'all. Don't worry. Renegade Media ain't no Norteño. He a liar and a fraud. He was never Norteño leadership, and he played in people's butts on the SNY side. We know the truth. Damn. Don't say that T word. My bad, you guys. Did not know that. What does that mean? So what does the T word mean? Why can't you do one debating podcast with Mr. Viral? No violence, just words. I'm down for that. I just don't think it would be like the best content because we're never going to agree on most things. And I saw with kind of the Brandon, even though I think Viral is much more reasonable and real and actually believes what he says than Brandon. I do believe that about Viral Ways, that he actually will stand on his beliefs when Brandon kind of pivots based on what audience he's trying to grasp and all that type of shit. So I would sit down with Viral Way and we could debate fucking if Mexican people are racist and shit. It doesn't sound very fun. The T word is a slur for black people. We don't condone that here. My bad. I got him confused with another YouTuber. I was about to say, yo, cameraman's bigging up Renegade Media is the not in my fucking bingo card. He did the fucking ditch. He definitely did. 2,500 for the box is crazy. That ain't racist. W Kenny for the knowledge and being top tier mod. Appreciate it, Kenny. It's definitely racist. Bro, look up Kerwin Frost McNugget. There are different variants of Doughboy. Bro, I have every single fucking Kerwin Frost nugget. Where is it? I got some right here. They're still packed up from when I moved. Look, I got them in this helmet. They're still packed up from when I moved, bro. You telling me this is Doughboy? Or are you telling me this is Doughboy? You know how many Big Macs I had to eat to get these? Or do you tell me this is Doughboy? Or are you telling me this is Doughboy? Or are you telling me... Or are you telling me... This is Doughboy. Shout out to everybody that's in here. But yeah, that's funny that you guys brought that up. I got all of them. Lucky was scanted out. It's low-key saying, like saying Blackie, right? Oh, okay. You guys, yeah, that's racist. Just realized Flacco and Lucky bought box from the same pimp. Allegedly true. K7 is the source of the box for Flacco and Lucky. I'm sorry, K7, but you kind of rap about it and that portray that. We all know that you do that. I don't want you to go to jail for it. I want Flacco to go to jail for soliciting it, okay? But that is true. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Imagine a bunch of Norteños at Golden Corral. I was more of a hometown buffet. I was way more of a hometown buffet. Hometown buffet is way better than Golden Corral, but hometown buffet closed down in Sac long time ago. Is Spanish for black ink, which is actually called that, but it's actually blank ink. Okay. I never bought box. And Flacco didn't take my manhood. This is just content. Okay. I fuck with Viral Way, but he's definitely always ready to go at Hispanics. The T word is a slur that is commonly used by Soreños to refer to blacks. It means tinted, but just as disrespectful as saying the M word. It's foul as fuck. Okay, my bad, you guys. My bad. Did not know that. Never heard that one. I'm not gonna lie. Debate Officer Tatum. Who's Officer Tatum? You gotta put me on. Viral Way, one of the most racist podcasters. I think that does stunt his growth. I thought Renegade Media was a Twitch streamer. I had no clue he was a dropout YouTuber. What the fuck? Yeah, Adam interviewed him. That's where I found out about him. You seen that clip of Ralphie squabbling up Munchie B? There's not a clip of that. There's no way. Dropout K, MooseMan 916K. You were just bigging up the dropouts. I don't know what you're talking about. They all doughboy on different days. The fuck I do. Cameramans. Those look like Lush. What up, brother? You my favorite on No Jumper. You got all them nugget things too. Big E 3244. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to the 138 people in the chat currently at 11 o'clock on this fine Sunday. Just you three tomorrow. See, oh, we might have a special guest for the Monday show. I'm getting told. Amazing guest. We love him. We love the guy. He's perfect. He's the greatest ever. We're gonna have him on the Monday show. I'm gonna start talking like Trump. What about the Chinese buffet? The Chinese buffet that replaced Hometown Buffet on Florin Road is actually solid. Actually solid. You would think they serve slop in Sacramento on Florin Road. You know, the Home Depot's across the street. There's that Jack in the Box. And then the WSS is there. Walmart used to be there ages ago. Now it's further down Florin next to Gold USA. That's the Walmart. But the old Walmart, if you were really Sacramento OG on Florin, was in that same parking lot where Hometown Buffet was. All that shit's gone now. But there is a Chinese buffet in that same building. And it was solid. I went there one time and it was pretty good. Moose said a racist term. I'm sorry. They're going to clip me up and hit me with that. I already know the Clippers are going to eat me up. I'm sorry, you guys. Vlog of you buying box for $2,500. I got to get my money up and then we'll do that, you know, but it will be of a woman of, you know, closer age to me than, you know, freshly 18. Definitely not that. Oh, the bee. I saw Ralphie fighting the bee. I thought you meant a different bee. On accident, he ain't mean to. You get the golden nugget. I don't think I got the golden nugget. MooseMan 916, if I drop a diss song on you and it's fire, will you repost it? No, I'm just going to try to get it taken down. The Dream is Alive 503. We hella similar, LMAO. I played D-end and left tackle in high school. Sucked at science stuff too, but got a BA in philosophy. Now I run a property management business, but I tried media stuff early on. Yo, is the Dream Alive me? Am I going to fall off and then I'm going to go to fucking school and get a BA in philosophy? Shout out to you, brother. Keep thriving. Keep doing your thing. I'm going to need a 4-piece McNugget, McButton, sweet and sour sauce or barbecue sauce from McDonald's. I'm going either or. As a kid, barbecue. As a grown man, sweet and sour. You guys quick to infer negative shit. I mean, Liberia was liberated from Flacco. We can't send him back. Remember we used to talk about General Butt Naked? Moose, have you ever been to EB Games? EB Games. I don't know what EB Games is. EB Games. Whack 100 Jr. Bro said he gonna vanish me. What the fuck? For sure. I'm gonna blamp you. Why Moose look like he played in the Spanish band Los Bukis? Let's look up Los Bukis. Los Bukis. What's okay? Okay. You know what? You're not far off. I absolutely could be in this fucking band. Okay. That's what we're doing tonight, you guys. I fucking work, slave away at this podcast shit. I fucking round up Ricky and Brody. Get them live, get a bunch of topics, give you guys a fire episode, get off that live, go live once again. And this is what y'all hit me with. This is the bullshit I have to deal with. This, y'all tell me I look like I'm supposed to be in this. This is how y'all repay me for all the content I'm giving you. You tell me that I'm in Los Bukis. That's fucked up, you guys. That's fucked up. Ricky on FaceTime with his boyfriend right now. He does. They not lying. Did you know Jalise before she was on No Jumper and Sack? Did I know Jalise before she was on No Jumper and Sack? Did I? Did I? Did I? Yes, I knew she was a fucking scumbag. I knew she was a horrible person. I knew she was a scallywag from the jump. I was letting her live, but I was telling everybody around him. I was telling Adam, I got one rule, Adam. I'll do anything. I'll fucking crash a podcast with Whack and get a water bottle thrown at my head. I will not podcast with Jalise. When I go to Sacramento, I be outside with my folks. I be outside in the community. I be hanging out. Not like I'm hanging out with gang members in the hood, but I be outside. I can't be associating myself with somebody who's all bad in Sacramento, like somebody like Jalise. She's all bad. Nobody fucks with her. I don't want to associate with her. So that was my only rule. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. She lives in Vegas because she can't afford to live in LA, but you know, it is what it is. She's still doing her thing, I'm sure. Mexican Ice Cube, boy, look up Molly Ringwald when Lush was in Roller Rockers. That shit cracks me up. Straight jam. Oh, yeah, we know Molly Ringwald. We need to look up the Kesha song and find Lush in the Kesha video. Anybody else bricked up right now? Jalise the Backdoor Queen, I'm sorry. TBH, she shut me down on chat, so I moved on. Damn, Jalise was in continuation school thing, souls. I'll pay Jalise $120 for the box. She might take less, but I don't know. I don't know if she actually sold pussy or not. Let's see. Let's pull this. Somebody just commented on the pod and said, Brody is garbage at 2K. That's hilarious. Shout out to everybody that's been commenting on the VODs and the videos of the stream, all that type of shit. Did this shit ever download? Bro, the Lush doc is... I gotta be able to find this Lush doc. I don't know how I'm gonna find it, though. Go to... I have it here in CapCut. Download. What happens when I download it? Okay, so I go back, go here. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. I got to export it. Okay, give it a second to export. I'll email it to me and we'll check out a little bit of this Lush doc. A lot of you guys have probably seen it, but Moose, you're the next General Butt Naked Backdoor Cream. Salvi Moose certified. I'm not El Salvadorian at all, but shout out to my Salvies. There's a lot of them out here. 94 till infinity says she for sure had some posts on Backpage back in the day. I don't doubt it, man. Dragonite Wiener said keep the change. Cameraman said I order a 4x4 doggy style with extra creamy animal fries. Yo, y'all are tweaking. San Diego Larry said Moose no jumper MVP, marking shit out and standing on shit. Shout out to you guys. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Okay, downloaded this Lush doc. We got the Lush doc. Let's email this to myself. It's right now, this portion is about 5 minutes. It should be able to send it correctly without having to do a fucking iCloud link or something. Please let me just send the video. You can pay King Yella 100 to hit Jalise. Yo, that's crazy how she did the boy Skinny from the 9 to then just go back up to fucking the place where it was perpetrated pretty much and keep podcasting with them. That's scumbag behavior. I wonder how Skinny feels. We need to have an interview with Skinny and get his side of the story. Bo Jackman, don't answer. He a Custer taking souls. Oh, she was taking souls. Motherfucking Lil G Stone, welcome to Southern California. Shout out to you. What Lush doc? It's unreleased. I was working on it for a long time, and then I just got so busy with No Jumper. I just haven't sat down and finished it. But the new video I just posted on one of my pages is Wu-Tang post, and my brother's phone call is in it. That's crazy. The Uno Files. King Yellow was the gatekeeper. Swag Lapino says Munchie says on Inglewood, and Moose says on Sam Brannon. Shout out to Sam Brannon.
That's crazy.
Great time. Shout out to Dix.
That's that real music,
Dix
man.
NTE. Shout out to you, Brody, for the subscription, man. I appreciate that like a mug. No cap. No kizzy. Send anyway. Try sending attachment. Please send this fucking video. It's not even that long. Come on. But yeah, shout out to everybody. My Sam Brannon alumni. I definitely went to I hooped up there at Sam Brannon. I used to hoop. I think me and my homie Aaron were the only Mexicans on the team. So shout out to all my folks at Sam Brannon. You must pay the gatekeeper to pass. I miss when Lush would get marked out by AD and T-Rail. He was way too nice back then, right? Can we all agree that Lush was hella nice back then? What's up with Flacco calling Lucky a racist Mexican when he's half Puerto Rican and half Jewish? He does it on purpose. He knows what he's doing. I mean, obviously he got that from Adam because when he made the fucking weird joke about Blueface, Adam did start pushing that racist Mexican podcaster line, and Flacco's just picking up on it. You know, that's all it is. We know that Flacco doesn't really stand for anything. Took Lush to the dentist documentary. Okay, you guys. How the fuck can I watch this fucking Lush doc? Send the fucking shit, mate. Oh my god. What's the best way to send a fucking video, you guys? I hit the studio, hop in a booth and let the truth be told. Not a stripper, but I gotta keep a pole. Yo, Moose, what is Spoderman, gang? Is that what it says? I think I put Spoderman because I just want to talk to you guys if we should go see Spider-Man or not. And Spoderman is just kind of like the meme version, but we haven't even talked about Spider-Man this stream, so I gotta change the title. He was referencing the movie, but when blacks say shit, it's all good. I mean, obviously, when if I'm Mexican and I say some like call Kenny a beaner or something, I could get it off. If some black fool calls them that, they probably can't get it off as much. I think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? I think usually everyone gets more passes for talking shit to their own people rather than levying racist jokes, racism, whatever you want to say, towards other races outside of your race. It's always going to be taken differently. Whether I agree with that, I don't think Lucky's racist. I think he tries to be funny sometimes and it's a little cringe and it's, you know, racist humor and he's just trying to be funny, but I don't think Lucky's racist, you know, deep down in his heart, but I don't know either. I went out there and balled on the Apollo. Definitely Keem. He was just trash and not ready for the MooseMan. I airballed like 10 times in that game, so I'm not going to say anything. I didn't make one jumper. I had about 3 or 4 layups, like offensive rebounds, putbacks, but in terms of like hooping, not a great showing for Moose, I'll be honest. No jumper throwback. Welcome to the Moose Gang. You are now a Muslim. If you want, you got the custom emojis. We'll be dropping some members only content. We'll be up with you. Shout out to everybody that's been subscribing to the members. But if you don't want to subscribe, you don't want to donate, you don't want to do nothing, you don't have to. Just like the stream. It's free. I love you guys. And for everybody that's been supporting us, the last stream last night, it's got more likes than any video I've ever dropped. I think it's almost 200 likes. Crazy ratios, killing these dudes with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and we're putting up big dog numbers thanks to y'all. I couldn't do nothing. I've been the same old Moose. Nothing changed with me. It's you guys that are supporting me that's making me run it up. I've been streaming and talking the same way on stream since I was streaming Apex Legends in 2018 to 1 to 2 viewers. I was the same type of guy. But you guys are making me lit. You guys make me look good. You guys run the numbers up. So I love you guys. You guys are the best all day. You already know what it is. Shout out to all my folks beaning out. He's beaning out, chat. He's beaning out. Lush Doc. I'm going to try to send the fucking... Let's use a fucking mail drop. And it's going to make me sign into my iCloud and do all this BS. Tariq Nasheed is racist, and that's Flacco's homie and advisor. Tariq Nasheed absolutely is racist, for sure. They was saying at my birthday dinner that me and Moose look like cousins. We are cousins. Hit that like Lush hit that pipe. Wax said he about to go on the next episode of Tent Talks. What does that mean? What could that possibly mean? Bruh, I streamed Apex Legends 2 before. LMAO made money on YouTube from it and everything. LMAO, I'm telling you, bro. Yo, the dream is alive is just me in another fucking dimension, I think. I was doing Apex Legends tourneys. I used to hate the tourney style in Apex Legends. On Apex Legends, obviously, it's teams of 3. In the tourneys I used to play, it was like game battles and shit. You would have to swap. You would have to decide which one of your teammates was going to be their third, and then they would decide which one of their teammates 100%. Swapped to your team, and then the single would follow the duo, or they'd split off and try to get their kills, and it was like all about kills and rank. But really, the strat was to follow around the duo that was your ops and try to poach kills from them, try to get them third parties. I hated that Apex fucking tourney style. That shit was like super early Apex shit, but I used to get whooped and my money took in that shit. He said, Alan Torres said, then he was trying to be funny. They took it out of context, hold them to the same standards. That's all I'm saying, because I catch it all the time and be all good when they do it. Like I said earlier, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying for sure. I think that we should hold everybody the same standard. Like if Adam says that Lucky's racist, then Danny Mullen should also be racist. You know what I'm saying? Like we do have to keep a solid line of racism standard if we're going to be levying that criticism towards people. If I had to think about it deep, I don't think Lucky or Danny Mullen are racist, but they do similar racist humor, which, you know, you could give them that fucking criticism and it would be fair, but don't pick and choose, you know? We got to keep the same energy for everybody if you want to be able to stand on your morals and that type of BS stuff, you know? Shout out to Quick, sent 1 MooseMan gifted membership. It looks like Joey Irie has received it. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all are the best. Shout out to Quick, the greatest mod in the world, low-key. So you for sure boxing Compa? Not no more, bro. Compa ducked it. Compa ducked it. Just if y'all want to see me box Compa, say hit Moose back in the DM. He wants to box you. Box Moose. Flood his comments. Do all that good stuff. That's for the 200 plus like live from yesterday. Shout out to you, Quick. Great guy. P-Dog, MooseMan should fight for Chorizo Tube. I don't know what that means. I should watch Lucky because I like Danny. It's a similar humor. I would say Danny has a little better maybe comedic timing or something, but I would say that it's similar humor for sure. Let's see. Can we download this to our device? Okay, we got 10 seconds before the Lush doc. This is at least the intro to the Lush doc, and we could check it out. You know what I mean? Come on, come on. Okay, let's open this up. Let's check it out, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what could be better. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think about this little thing. Hopefully it doesn't lag. Let's turn this up a bit. Super quiet. So I don't want it to be too loud. Okay, let's just turn it up all the way. So much drama from Moose versus Compa can happen. It's not worth it. Bareback is an extra 25. The Chorizo Demon. Get on StreamYard, run your own open panels. Nobody from No Jumper does that. Be different. What's StreamYard? What does StreamYard do? I've heard about this. I'm happy Moose fighting Compa is a bad look. You've been saying that A+, so it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So you got your way. Yeah, please like the stream, you guys. Shout out to all you guys for sure. Trooper boxing match with We Starving. I wouldn't mind getting in there with We Starving. We Starving likes to talk a lot of shit. If he ever wants to show his little fat Mexican face, I'm willing to fucking get in the ring with him and knock him out. That would be amazing content for the No Jumper gang. And I know he's watching right now because he watches all my content. Hey, Compa Starving. Hey, your buddy Compa Raider don't want to get it in. Compa Starving. Let me know, my boy. You ever want to show your face? I'll make sure you don't show it again when I fuck you up, my boy. Let me know. StreamYard is a shithole. Damn, he manifested it. StreamYard is a site where you can run streams and invite up to 9 other people into your stream by dropping the link. People click and can join up with you on stream. Okay, we could try it out. We could try it out. I do want to do that same thing on Discord, but I know StreamYard looks cleaner, smoother, all that type of good stuff. You don't need the whole South Side on your ass. It's not worth it, brother. A+, I wish that was the case, but I mean, from what I've heard, they ain't rocking with Brody like that. And Brody might not even be from anywhere, you know. That's just what I heard. Maybe it's a rumor. Maybe that's wrong, but it doesn't seem like they're rocking with them as hard as people like to think. But let's check this out. Lush Doc, intro. Tell me what you guys think. Let me turn this up. So let me know if you guys can hear it and all that good stuff.
I like your girl to keep her carpet fresh.
You're right, A+. You're right. It's a city built on dreams and contradictions, glamour and grit, from beautiful beaches to gangbanging. Whether it's models on Melrose or models on Fig, some stories don't come from Beverly Hills. They come from corners, curbs, and sometimes even ciphers. In this video,
we're going to be diving deep into the life of Lush 1. Ironically, Lush was a black sheep in most places he existed in, but that never stopped him from thriving. From becoming the biggest battle rap host of all time, to battling heavy drug abuse, to brokering six-figure deals for Chief Keef, losing it all, and bouncing back as a no-jumper staple. This is the story of Uno. Born December 18th, 1981, on the west side of Los Angeles in the neighborhood of Sawtell, Nicholas Hurrick Hyams was birthed to his father, Peter Hyams, and his mother, Georgianne Spota Hyams. His father, American film director, screenwriter, and cinematographer, most notably known for his 1994 film Time Cop, which was nominated for Best Film at the Catalonian International Film Festival, and his 1999 blockbuster End of Days starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. His early life, he spent growing up in New York City playing drums for Maynard Ferguson, a famous jazz trumpeter. He also spent a lot of time as a young man in Harlem as Philly Joe Jones' protege. That was Miles Davis's drummer, and has stories of carrying Philly Joe home from the bars after he did too much heroin. His mother, Georgianne, was a theatrical producer whose credits include the 1974 Broadway play Will Rogers USA, as well as Bully in 1977. Lush also grew up with two older brothers, 12 and 14 years older than Lush. His middle brother, Chris Hyams, took a very different route in life than Lush, earning a degree from Princeton University before a master's from Rice University. Chris then went on to rise in the ranks of Indeed.com, starting as VP of Product in 2010 to eventually becoming the CEO by April of 2019. His eldest brother, John Hyams, followed the footsteps of their father, becoming a screenwriter.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to give too much away, man. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe. Cameramans, I'll definitely tap in with you. Maybe I could pay you to edit it, because that's really what's fucking frying me. I got all the voiceovers. I got all the information. I got the whole script written. It's just the tediousness of just putting it all together. All the interview clips, all the Lush's life is so crazy. There's so much that has happened. There's so many events that are pertinent to his story that I have to include. It's just gonna take forever. So yeah, I'll tap in with my boy, and maybe we could get it bracking and get it back on the road to getting dropped. You know what I'm saying? But he thinks he's in a gang. Yeah, but shout out to John Hyams. Shout out to all the Hyams out there. Lush is the good son, like the movie with the Home Alone kid. But yeah, thank y'all, man. I definitely am hyped to drop something like that. It will be the first of its kind that I've ever done, and obviously I'm one of the baby Unos, so it's only right that I drop a Lush doc, and I think I'll do a pretty good job. I'll do it justice. I'll make sure that my boy gets his flowers while he's still here on Earth. You feel me? So be on the lookout for that for sure. Definitely gonna be dropping that Lush doc soon. None of these really topics I care about too much. I guess we could check out Jonah Hill. This Jonah Hill shit was pretty cringe, I'll be honest. This shit was so cringe, bro. This is the worst type of dude. I wish we could get Lush. Maybe I'll ask Lush to come over. No, I don't want Lush at my house for 24 hours. I'll go to his house. Baby Uno 24/7 stream with Kenny. I'm with that. Kenny's always welcome at my crib anytime he's in town. I will have all of the baby Unos, the Ugly App Boy gang, at my crib for a stream very soon, and y'all will see that. But shout out to all the people. Shout out to the 143 people we still got in the chat at 11:30 on this fine Sunday. Sounded like a Warren Cali intro. Okay, you know what? I like that. They make good videos. No Lush's basketball diaries. Yo, basketball diaries is hilarious. Fire on the dock. I'm looking forward to it. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all tell Lush I'm gonna do him justice. I'm gonna give my boy his flowers while he's still rocking with us, because he deserves it, man. Lush is a legend, whether he's a J-Cat or not.
in
check this
jiu-jitsu.
out.
I love, except my body is begging me
this down.
to not love it. 42 isn't, my wife is often like, you're not gonna become like a professional fighter. You know that, right? Like, you're a comedian, like.
But let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If we got into it,
I would fuck you up.
you'd fuck me up, right?
I would fuck all
But
three
truly,
of you up. Yeah.
right? 'Cause-
And that's the best part. My favorite thing is people are like, oh, Jonah Hill, fucking fat guy from Superbad. And I'm like, I would fucking annihilate you, dude. I'm not kidding,
every
dude.
fight
Try it. If you see me, try
That's a fake
it.
laugh.
And
Every
like,
fight ends up on the ground. Very quickly.
Who's got it?
I will, unless you are
I-
way bigger than me,
I have like a
fucking fuck around and find out.
Okay, do we believe him? What is Jonah Hill's like proficiency in jiu-jitsu? And what do you guys think about that? Can a guy that does jiu-jitsu beat up most people? Jonah Hill. How do you spell jiu-jitsu? Belt. Did I spell it right? He holds a blue belt. That's pretty good, right? Wait, is what? What rank is blue belt? Jonah Hill holds a blue belt. What rank is blue belt? And BJJ. Second adult rank. Coming right after the white belt and before the purple, brown, and black belts. Is he whooping everybody out with the blue belt? Y'all really think that? Lush's dad directed End of Days. He absolutely did. Most definitely. Why don't you want Lush at your place? I want Lush at my place. I don't know if I could take Lush for 24 hours at my place. You know, I don't know what type of, little beezies he's going to have pulling up. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Lush could just click the link and join your panel. Don't sleep on that StreamYard idea, champ. I got you. Next time Kenny's over there, we'll link up the StreamYard shit. W. Baron Davis. Shout out to Baron Davis, Warriors legend. Moose counting his days. Lush having the same reaction to the documentary like when I cleaned his bong. It better not be. It better not be. He better be more hyped. I think Lush will cry if I show him the full doc for sure. My girl cooked, but I'm still going to go pick up my McDonald's order right now. That's a king. That's a true king. That's in the chat right now. He's trying to impress Lauren London. Who is trying to I lightweight believe you, Mr. Jonah. Who the hardest rappers from Sacramento? I've been seeing Hawk what's his name? Hawk Capo. He's been making a lot of noise. My boy Ivan from Fruit Ridge, he make pretty good music. Obviously the OGs like G-Man and them is still doing it up. DB Bout a Bag is probably current rappers. I would say DB Bout a Bag is somebody I probably listen to more than a lot of the other ones, but there's a lot of good like kind of drill street music that's rising the ranks in Sac. The list goes on. Definitely some norteños out there that are doing their thing. You know, there's a lot of rappers in Sacramento. I got to do my science a little bit more, but definitely those are the ones that ring bells in my head currently. Everyone is in the BJJ gym. That's messed up. See Nori. I didn't even see what he said. He probably learned that MMA shit once the bathing ape guy pressed him. Did YM Bait press Jonah Hill? I don't remember that one. BJJ isn't fighting enough. BJJ definitely is fighting. Go join a gym. You'll definitely be in a fight. I definitely think BJJ is that. Blue belt isn't shit. What did she cook, fam? No, you won't. Right above white. He's a beginner essentially. I'll be home in 36 minutes, Moose. It's just ground subs, and that's if you follow the rules, which doesn't happen in a fight. I've done no gi BJJ since I was 14. I'd put Jonah in a Peruvian necktie. I believe that, denthead. Like, I thought bro was going to be like a brown, or like, at least a brown belt talking like that. I think it's just like, whoever does BJJ, can a blue belt, I guess, like if the other person has no training. Let's say the person has no training, or let's say it's Moose. Let's just take Moose. Moose got a water ball thrown in his head. Moose been marked out. I've been training boxing for fucking 3 weeks, maybe a month. Jonah Hill walks up on me and says, "Moose, you a bitch. I'll whoop your ass with this BJJ shit." We're standing up. I get in my boxing stance, turn my body, put my hands up. I get ready to throw my punch. is he taking me down and submitting me before I could get some good shots on him to maybe disorient him so he can't use his BJJ? Do you guys think that would work? It's sad that Lush has said he wouldn't defend you against Wack if Wack ever tried to fight you because he's too scared and will let you get packed out in front of him, but you call him your homie. I mean, am I looking at Lush as the homie that's going to fucking catch all the fades for me? No, that's the OG. He's fucking 40-something, you know? I'm not expecting Lush to take any fades. Any fight I get myself into, if I get packed out, it's on me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was popping it, you know? I belong to a gym. I don't need to listen to Eddie Bravo. Yo, not Eddie Bravo. Jonah Hill is definitely a fake ass demon. Jonah Hill is doing you greasy, Moose. Probably not. Okay, Psych Mob. Somebody got some faith in me. Kenny, Jonah don't got hands for real. No, keep your distance. Go for the eyes. It always depends on the situation. How geeked would Lush be to have a sit down with Shia LaBeouf? He might come in his pants if he did that. BJJ is not good for fights. Yeah, maybe not in public because they always say like, oh, you're going to be putting a guy in an arm bar and his homie's going to come up and kick you in the head. But it's like, I'm sure you end up on the ground in a lot of situations and the homie might be able to kick you in the head. So I don't know. Remember when Brandon said he was a black belt? That's crazy. But Brandon is a black belt, but he got whooped out by Mikey O in the gloves and then ducked the fade from that War Machine, I think his name was. I can't believe we called him War Machine. It's definitely useful, but in a street fight, you have to adapt and use your muscle memory has to change because positions that you want to get punched in the mouth on the mat are different in the street. That's what I think. Obviously, a BJJ dude that really knows what he's doing, a higher belt, is going to get you in some shit regardless. But it is different from like, especially Jonah Hill. If he's got a blue belt, he's not experiencing any type of like, you know, like strikes to his dome while he's practicing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it changes things a lot, but also who knows? He gets me in a mean ankle pick, tears my ACL from the bone. I'll be saying, damn, Jonah Hill whooped my ass, you know? Moose Nalgitas. Imagine Shia and Lush becoming best friends. I don't think that would be good for either one of them, honestly. It depends which gym you belong to. BJJ is more competition. I thought you were potting with Brandon earlier with Ricky. Bro, how do you get Ricky mixed up with Brandon? Lush and Shia LaBeouf are the same genre of an LA white boy. Yeah, I just thought that Jonah Hill shit was kind of crazy just because he did come off cringe. And then it made me think back to, remember he was tripping on his ex-girlfriend because he got with her and she was a surfing swimsuit model. And then she released texts about how he was complaining about how she was posting in her swimsuit. That made me think of Jonah Hill a lot differently. And this kind of seconds that notion of him being kind of a douche that's kind of not connected to reality and has this false sense of self that he could kind of just, you know, call the shots based on him being made fun of and looked down upon from him being fat in the early 2000s, you know. It gives that. I don't want to break him down to a science, like that's for sure. That's the vibe I get from Brody. Like, he was fat, felt like a loser, probably wasn't getting the bitches. Now he's skinny, he's rich, he's famous actor. He knows how to do BJJ to a certain extent, so he feels like he could, you know, get himself out of pickle. If he gets into a pickle, he feels like he's on top of the world. He's gonna pop his shit. I respect it, but it did come off a little cringe. I think the guy Brandon ducked was War Chief. War Machine is UFC fighter. War Chief. You're right, Soda. He says, can't bite. For sure your mom taught you how to fight. Can't bite is crazy. MooseMan punching back. Attorney Rosenberg in the chat on the Sunday at 11:37 just got done fighting for the people's rights, man. Shout out to Attorney Rosenberg. If y'all never saw it, check out MooseMan's interview with Attorney Rosenberg. Great time that I had with him over there. Run up his YouTube as well. Sub up or get a membership if you can. And if you guys don't want to do any of that, just like the stream. Liking the stream makes it hit the algorithm. Let me check the stats on the last stream. The last stream currently is sitting at 3.3 thousand views and 193 likes, about 7 likes off of 200. Amazing stream. The New Wave pod we did earlier is already at 1,000 views. We're at 2,471 total subscribers. Last year, I think I was at 250. So we're about 10x. We're killing the game. You know, we're not where we need to be. We're not where we want to be, but we're on the path to success. And we going to stream every single day of August on this channel right here. And tomorrow, post Monday show, I will be live. Soon as I come home, I'll get another docket together and we'll chop it up. Rosenberg, stop railroading your clients. That's not true, you guys. Rosenberg just left an old people's home to set up community service for Almighty because the judge said Almighty has to do community service at an old people's home for beating up a 60-year-old woman. LOL. Soda. Too much. Shout out Rosenberg, swag like Pino. If Lefty Gunplay never beefed with Adam and Wack, he would have still been kind of relevant now. I don't think they had that much to do with this fall off, but it definitely didn't help him, I would say. Stats, schmats, just keep it real. Facts, true. You know, I'll be streaming here if there's 5 of you guys or there's 142 like right now, or how many are there? Let's check. This one doesn't update as well. 129 people. Shout out to the 129 people that are still rocking with us at about 11:40 p.m. on Sunday, this fine Sunday in Los Angeles. Boxing is the best for fighting. That's what I'm trying to do. But I feel like, yes, boxing is the best for fighting, but I feel like MMA fighters, as we saw with like the Bobby Green situation with Bang at the AB and Dean stream, that for sure. Yo, DJ Pass 3458 with the 9.99. He just dropped the salute emoji. Salute. Shout out to all my Muslims in the chat. Inshallah, mashallah, all that type of stuff. But I feel like the MMA fighters got it. If you could do everything, if you could wrestle, BJJ, box, Muay Thai, you're whooping out most people, I feel like. Moose sold all his USPA on Poshmark. I wish. I probably could sell some old polo on there. I ain't never worn USPA in my life, though. Mark my words. Y'all could go through everything. Jonah Hill got a burnt-ass arm, too. Ever notice that? I think he got like a blackout tattoo, right? He got a blackout tattoo. You don't box neither. Yeah, I just started boxing, so I'm less of a boxer than Jonah Hill is a BJJ specialist. He's more of a specialist than I am. Me and Moose just signed to Turning Point USA. I'm gonna be Erica Kirk's protege. Jake Paul knocked out UFC champs over and over, but that was in boxing. If Jake Paul runs into a UFC champ on the street, where they could use all of their skills, they're taking Jake Paul down and choking him out or beating the shit out of him or breaking his arm or ripping his knee out of place. Those were all boxing matches under Jake Paul's rules for his specialty. We saw Bobby Green whoop the shit out of that dude and Bang be knocking people out on brand risk and shit. Obviously, different tier of fighter, super pro, UFC, obviously pro, but more semi-pro-ish, you know what I'm saying? So obviously Bobby Green kind of schooled him, made him look bad. But I think on the street, obviously a UFC dude's going to have a much better time than just straight boxing if they're on the street. Kenny Malice sent me some bunk beats. Nah, Moose, boxing is where it's at. Don't believe the hype. It depends by UFC fighters fight at a lower level overall compared to boxers. I'm sure there's an argument to be had there, but I think the boxing is really top heavy as well in terms of like the top guys are super fucking elite. But there's some bad boxers that are pros. I'm sure that we could find, just like there's some bum UFC fighters. Kenny Malice said, love from Tel Aviv. Alan Torres said USPA. I can't believe Doughboy had that USPA. Work on that 1-2 more than anything, Moose. Straight shots land faster than any looping shots. I definitely been working on my jab, shadow boxing, doing my thing. 2 years Dagestan and forget. Dagestanians will fuck me up. Best believe. Moose wear FUBU. Best believe I do. Y'all want to see a shirt? Stay right here, you guys. I'm going to get to a shirt. It's not FUBU, but it's kind of FUBU adjacent. Check this out. Stay right here. Don't leave, you guys. Don't leave. Yo, you guys. Check out this, bro. Check out this. Ooh, fire. Let's go. Wait till it gets a little cold and I bust this bad boy out on no jumper. I'm gonna kill him with this. I'm gonna kill him with this, man. They don't even know, man. They don't even know for real, though. They don't even know about this drip, you feel me? They don't even know about this drip for real, nah. But Jake Paul is a big-time cherry picker based on his opponents on being way older than him. Plenty of UFC fighters get to the UFC based off 2 to 3 years of training. Okay. What the fuck is that? That's tough. Yeah, shout out to 238857. Goodwill. Definitely not Goodwill. That's brand spanking new, my boy. Get that BS out of here. Drex, how could you? Drex 714 joints. How could you? Is that Drex from Santa Ana? Kenny and Osifu. Damn, the enlightened ones are on your neck, my boy. What's rent like in LA, Crody? Shit, everything's 2 bands and up, no matter what. You could have a shack and you're gonna pay 2 bands. Did you lay your entire fit on the bed the night before for the no jumper host competition? Yeah. I was staying in a hotel. Down the street from No Jumper the night before the host competition, and I definitely laid out my fit for sure. I brought multiple fits. If you watch the No Jumper host competition, I started in that gray like Adidas tee with the white trim, and then by the end I had changed into a white tee and thrown the jean jacket on and was rocking the Canadian tuxedo, denim on denim. But you know, nobody else in that host competition was as fresh as me. But nobody did a outfit change and lasted as long as I did. But hey, I don't need the flowers. You know, they'll give me flowers when I die. But yeah, you know what it is. Santana Top Demon asks Kenny, oh shit, I'm from the SGV 626 reppin'. It's crazy how Doughboy seemed like he was gonna get ran out of No Jumper quick, and now he's damn near integral. He grew on me. Maybe I just feel bad for him though. I look at Doughboy as if everything he says and does is him trying to purposely be funny, and it kind of changes how you think about him if you have that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Sick ass representative, shout out to you. How did you convince Adam for your own show? Adam literally texted me. Adam hit me constantly after the host competition asking me, hey, when can you move down to LA, bro? When can you move down to LA? I want to start a politics show with you. I want to start this type of show with you. Adam was on my line. I said, Adam, give me like 2 months. I've been saving my bread. I'm going to run it up. I'm going to make it happen. And by March, the host competition was in August. By March, I was moved out here, hitting the ground running. And Adam was starting the Monday show with me. So shout out to the 22-ster. He believed in me. He went crazy. You know what I'm saying? He put me on. All love to Adam 22. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with you, my boy. Love you, my boy. No matter what happens, he put me in the game. Got to show respect to my guy, 22-ster. He's the one that believed in me, told me to move down because he believed in me so much when I had 250 subs. And now we got 2,470 subs. So I think it's working out, boys. And I've made a lot of moments on No Jumper. And everywhere I go on podcasts, I feel like I make a moment. I get a good clip. I really like to, you know, be entertaining for the people. I care about episodes that I'm on being entertaining. I try my best. I show up on time. I'm punctual. I provide topics if asked for. You know what I'm saying? If we need to go watch a movie or watch an interview, I watch the whole thing. I might watch it 1.5 times. Just, I'm going to take notes. I take my job seriously because I take this opportunity seriously because nobody got to do shit for me. You got to earn everything that you get. I don't think that my spot at No Jumper is just secure and just safe and I could just do whatever and just phone it in because I see a lot of people do that and then they hit that dough because they got too cocky. I'm cocky because I actually work hard and I actually take this shit serious. So that's why I pop my shit so much because I do take it serious. I don't think I'm just some integral part of No Jumper that they just need me, but I know I'm going to work my ass harder than anyone else, pause. And that's why I'm going to carve my way. You know what I'm saying? type shit. Juice Unlock banned you in Orange County. Damn, he said I could rock with him. Is that true? He knew he needed a Mexican, but you don't move like the Mexican podcasters. TBH, the only one I could say reminds me of you is Duno. I'll take it. Shout out to Duno. Love Duno. Love his pod with Jakarta. Legend in the game. And Duno does stay out the bullshit. And that's why maybe that's part of the reason why he's big, because he didn't put himself in that box of like Raza podcaster. I'm going to go back and forth with all the fucking podcasters out here. I've fallen victim to that, yes, but I don't make that my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just a little piece of me. But shout out to all the Raza podcasters. I fuck with y'all. Moose, who is your favorite norteño? You are, buddy. You are. You are on your way. You are going to be bigger than Flacco, and I ain't got a bot to do it either. I ain't got to pay $2,500 for the box, and I don't got a bot because we all know the truth. Shout out to everybody that's up in here. Moose been working his ass. That's why I told you to go to school and sharpen your craft. True, I could do that. Would never be popping like Moosey Moose. Shout out to Drex, man. I'm going to go ahead and get up off here. I've been streaming for a hot minute. I don't know how long we've been live, but shout out to the 141 people that's still rocking with me on this Sunday night at 11:49 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I love y'all. Y'all are the best fans. Y'all not fans, man. Over here, we're the Muslims. It's a religion. It's a family. We help each other. If y'all ever need anything, DM me. I respond back to DMs. I even respond back to the ones when they're being racist to me. So if you guys send me something nice or just want to ask a question, chop it up, hit my IG. I respond because I love y'all fools. Y'all are the best. Straight up. Wouldn't be doing this type of shit. Wouldn't be live at 11:50 on this Sunday if it wasn't for y'all. So I appreciate y'all. Don't burn out. Peace out, bruh. I'll be live tomorrow after the Monday show, but don't miss the Monday show. It's going to be a banger. We're going to have a special guest, 4 p.m. Me, Adam22, Doughboy, and a special guest. So make sure y'all tune in. I'll post it, do all that good stuff. But in the meantime, I love you guys. 31 streams in 31 days of August. Make sure y'all hold me to it. Don't let me skip a day because we got to run up these subs, my boy. Shout out to everybody that commented, subscribed, liked the stream, donated, became a member, all that good stuff. Y'all are the best. I love y'all. See y'all next time. Have a good night. Go to sleep. Don't stay up tweaking, twirling the pook. Go straight to bed now, you guys. There's nothing else to watch, nothing else to do. I love y'all. Lush Doc on the way. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to Lush. Love y'all fools. Have a good night. Sleep tight.
Thank you, 27.
Aye. 27, what up? You are now rocking. With the biggest fish, the biggest.
Like the live, y'all. Like the live. Before y'all leave, like the live. I love y'all.
Don't forget the game. MooseMan is motherfucker. You know what I mean? Move militant while I build my bases. Only thought fits on the gram, you see the feds building cases. Yo, bitch, don't post the kids, I don't wanna hear you say shit. Bitch, it's MooseMan and I'm about my paper. I don't speak on my ops, just rearrange his face. Seen it sad nowadays, you can't even run a face. Everybody's so gangsta, but be all so fake. Got this Drake in my lap while I sip this drink. These rappers weenies, homies, can we just be frank? Started not even like 50s, only blue face franks. You spent high school getting punked, we don't do those pranks. Cross 3 oceans, 50 rivers, and 100 lakes. Got